So imagine we are all on a spectrum. You are probably here. I am probably here. And the average person is like middle ground. Self-discipline, by the way, you can have different levels in different areas. So for work, I have great self-discipline. For my personal life, I do not.
Again, yeah, you're a martyr for work. You're willing to destroy yourself for your work, right? It's true.
Maybe. So like when I look at the stats, the majority of Americans don't have $1,000 saved up. The majority of Americans are obese. Like it leads me to think that maybe that is a self-discipline issue in some ways. For many people, not, but in some ways, that is a self-discipline issue. So that's my fourth argument.
Yeah, and it's fair. The expectation is not that people are going to implement Blueprint into their lives on their own. It requires too much effort. It's too hard. What I'm trying to do with this is I'm trying to demonstrate if you let the body speak and if you give the body control, it actually gives us the life we want. If that's true, then we as a society would do better at rebuilding society around these norms. So it's crazy what we currently do. Right now, when a person goes to work, they have to drive by or walk by 20 fast food restaurants, 20 places that are going to sell them a 50-gram sugar drink. They have to navigate the addiction of every social media platform. They have to avoid binge watching, then drinking with friends, and then binge watching again. And then every food is built for you to be addicted to it. And our godlike technological powers are built around addicting you to ever more higher dopamine hits of the stuff. We have pointed our godlike powers to addict humans to everything, to make them the worst version of themselves. We are insane as a society. The Blueprint is meant to call attention to the fact that there's potentially a better way of doing it. And it's not asking the individual to do it. It's too hard. It's to rebuild society so this is the new norm. Humans are amazingly powerful in norms. If something is normal, everybody wants to be normal. And if someone's not in the normal curve, you want to call people out in the normal curve. If it's normal to get high quality sleep and normal to eat your veggies and normal, all these things, we behave very differently as a society. So this is really a commentary on the future of being human. It is not speaking to those who need to have discipline. It's just not. When you look at the bell curve of society, it is not a reasonable thing to expect.
So in your mind, let's say you spend the next 10 years working on Blueprint. What would indicate to you that it was successful and what would be indicative of it was not successful?
The early signs of success for me are in my social media interactions. People are signaling to others their habits, which are counter hustle culture. And they feel comfortable signaling their success with sleep stats or biomarkers or BioAge. As part of this endeavor, I created the rejuvenationolympics.com. And so I refer to myself as a professional rejuvenation athlete. I'm not a biohacker. I'm not someone doing this. I'm not a health and fitness enthusiast. I'm a professional rejuvenation athlete, and I take it very seriously. And so when you look at LeBron James and the way he eats and the way he takes care of his body, no one's like, he's insane. They think that's amazing. He's a professional athlete and he performs on the court when he does that. Same thing with me. It's a different shift of mind. But I created a leaderboard for people's speed of aging. So if you're serious about health and wellness, it doesn't matter if you want to talk a good game, put your points on the board, show people where you're at. And so it creates a competitive professional sport out of anti-aging. And it helps punch through the noise of all the stuff people are saying to do. Just look at the data. And it makes it's this healthy competition. So I like to say Blueprint is the best wellness protocol ever built in human history. Prove me wrong with your personal data. Okay, I'll give you a few things. Okay, so success in 10 years would be, I'll cite a few things. One is in a normal conversation between any random people in society, they could swap information about aging characteristics. They could tell each other how fast they're aging or their other characteristics of the aging. It'd be that easy to get tested and to know. Two is that rejuvenation would be seen as a professional sport on par with others. Three, that there would be a cultural shift that would lean towards frowning upon fast food and sugar and other things, that it's a bad thing for society to be doing this. And then fourth is the culture of work, that there would be an emphasis on the quality of thought. Grind culture, where you're accelerating aging, disease, and decline, would be viewed as foolish.